Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in an historic turn of events, Fina, the world swimming body, has actually banned transgender athletes from competing in the women's events in swimming. So that would put Lia Thomas out of the running to have her goal of competing at the Olympics, which is what she said in a previous interview. So we're going to take a look at what the decision was and how Fina claims science and biology actually plays a factor in determining who wins the competitions, which is why they have made this new policy. So let's take a look. So this is on The Guardian and it says, transgender women swimmers barred from female competitions by Fina. Athletes must prove they have not experienced male puberty. New policy follows the report of a scientific panel. So everything we've heard about transgender women are women and all this talk about what is a woman, let's just get into the science of it and see why they've determined transgender female athletes should not compete against other biologically female athletes. Swimming's world governing body Fina has voted to bar transgender women from elite female competitions if they have experienced any part of male puberty in a seismic decision that sets it apart from most Olympic sports. The decision, decided by 71% of the vote of 152 national federations at the World Championships in Budapest, followed a report from a Fina scientific panel which found that trans women retained a significant advantage over cisgender female swimmers even after reducing their testosterone levels through medication. There it is right there. So a scientific panel and 71% of the vote. So that is a large majority. So everything we're hearing about, we just need it to be more normalized and talked about because it's actually more common than you think. Well, 71% of the 152 national federations voted no. We don't want transgender athletes swimming against cisgender females. And the scientific panel found that trans women retained a significant advantage over cisgendered females, even after reducing testosterone levels. And then you hear this, oh, if we take the testosterone blockers and reduce the levels, then it should be fine to compete with. No. The scientific panel found that no, they still retain the advantage and biology wins out. So in the new 34-page policy document, Fina said that male to female transgender athletes could now compete in the women's category only, provided they have not experienced any part of male puberty beyond Tanner stage 2, which is marks the start of physical development, or before age 12, whichever is later. So for kids, they're making it for kids now because you can't have people who have been like Lia Thomas, who have competed as a male and then transitioned to female in their teens or 20s and then going on and winning the NCAA title. This is what happened. Lia Thomas transitioned and then won the NCAA title by a second and a half in the 500-yard freestyle. And there was an uproar about that, saying, well, why was she able to compete? Because it's taking away from actual biological female athletes. And it's taking away spots that could potentially go to the Olympic spots or World Championship spots, like we saw with weightlifting with Laurel Hubbard from New Zealand. But here's what the Fina president said. Commenting on the policy, the Fina president, Hussein Al-Masalam, said, "We have to protect the rights of our athletes to compete, but we also have to protect competitive fairness at our events, especially the women's category at Fina competitions. Fina has promised to create a working group to establish an open category for trans women in some events as part of its new policy." And that's what we've been saying. Create a new category for trans swimmers. And that's what they're saying they want to work to establish an open category for trans women. That's good. The creation of an open category will mean that everybody has the opportunity to compete at an elite level. This has not been done before, so Fina will need to lead the way. Perfect. We've got a majority of countries voting for this. Then we also have a scientific panel saying that trans women maintain a biological advantage from having testosterone going through puberty. And now we have Fina saying, we're going to create an open category, which is exactly what we've been saying. Give them their own category to compete together. That's exactly it. So it's not taking away from biological female spots where they can actually compete on their own. A British former swimmer, Sharon Davies, said on Twitter, "I can't tell you how proud I am of my sport, Fina and Fina president, for doing the science, asking the athletes, coaches, and standing up for fair sport for females. Swimming will always welcome everyone no matter how you identify, but fairness is the cornerstone of sport. Thank you very much." So I believe this is a good thing. It's not a flat out ban, it's just making it fairer for women and biological females to compete in their own events. And they're also creating an open category for trans swimmers, which is what we've been asking for. And that's what would make it fairer for these competitions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this video out there, and I'd like to thank my members at the 2 Towers level, Daniel James and Sir Straith, and we'll see you in the next one.